Hey, shalom on the stuff. Source by giving no praise here about Shem Yao Shai. The belongs post of GMS on honesty, brothers doing the work in truth, one sincerity. Just one, it's gonna go a few places, but it's on, on this topic of the state that we're in at the moment, right? So this is a headline that came in earlier on, where it says whistling at women and asking for phone number could cost men 350 euros in France. Basically saying there'll be like an on the spot fine of 90 pounds for 90 euros for those who can pay on the spot. But it could reach as much as 350 euros. Now, this is just something that's being proposed. It ain't been put into law, right? But this is like an unrighteous decree. This is something that's just the wickedness of Esau, um, being pushed down, proliferated. Right, but this is Isaiah 10:1 says, "Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievousness which they have prescribed." And this, if this isn't an unrighteous decree, I don't know what is. Like, the fact that you can't even, what do you call it? You can't even just look at a woman anymore and just be like, yo, I'm into that woman, right? So that means our forefathers, you know, in this law, they wouldn't have been able to get what they wanted, man. I was trying to. No, that's not what I want. I want Genesis 26. 26. Needs to remember where it is. Slot. Uh, right. Old way of slot. Right. So it says Genesis 29:9 says, "When while yet he spake with them, Rachel came with her father's sheep, for she kept them. And it came to pass when Jacob saw Rachel, the daughter of Laban, his mother's brother, and the sheep of Laban, his mother's brother, that Jacob went near and rolled the stone from the well's mouth and watered the flock of Laban, his mother's brother. And Jacob kissed Rachel and lifted up his voice and wept." Right, so Jacob was like, nah. She was basically, she's fine, man. He did what he had to do, man. He kissed her. He was like, yo. And Jacob told Rachel that he was her father's brother, and that he was Rebekah's son. Um, and Jacob told Rachel that he was her father's brother and that he was Rebekah's son, and she ran and told her father. Was basically, man, he saw, was like, yo, man, she's nice. He did what he had to do. But in this kingdom, man, you do that, you're risking a jail sentence, man. Right, this is part of the wickedness that Esau was pushing. Right, and this is a comment here that I saw. Right, it says, "Don't be naive. HIV ads everywhere. Men stop intercourse without protection. Fines for asking for the phone number. Men stop talking to women. Porn everywhere. Men stop leaving their home for real world contacts." And we're gonna get into some of that here as well, right? It says feminism on the rise. Men don't even want to get near these beasts anymore. And here's the point: subtle depopulation, because that is the efforts of the elite. The elite want a world where, well, there's 500 million people. Like that's what they want. That's their aim. And all of these things tie in. Right, but this just proof that Esau's kingdom is going down, because back in the day, people weren't even considering these things. People didn't know these things. They didn't, what was the Illuminati, right? Alright, so this is Isaiah 47:3 says, "Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen." Right? Basically saying all the wickedness, all of the evil that Esau has done and is doing is being uncovered, and people can see it. Like all of the times that what do you call it? Esau will be getting in, doing putting together some wickedness. People are starting to see it now, just like that going out. The Dotus guy, not guy, yeah, the Dotus guy. He's like, who the hell is that? Or rather, guy. Who's that? 28 likes. So people are starting to see, right? I'm going to start from Psalm 64:2 says, "Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity." Right? And he's talking about those elites, the Illuminati on the left-hand side. right? Because what they do, that's all in secret, right? And they're basically, putting all these things together, man, all of that together. And so we're gonna go into some of these new things because 2018 has been the year of of virtual sex. That's what it's looking like it's going. Right, I think like 2015, 16, or whatever. I think it's where around maybe 2015, 16, 14, 15, 16. I forget exactly when. That was the year of homosexuality and transgenderism. This year is definitely the year of, from the beginning of the year, and the end of last year, that's what's been really pushed. Push, push, push. Right, one of the biggest tech events of the year, CES, right? What would you I forgot the word, but basically, but the acronym stands for, but the biggest electronics fair in like the world, right? You had a whole load of companies basically bringing along sex robots, stripper robots, this, that, and the other, and this is a new one, like January 25th. Right, so that's yesterday. It says sex dolls, live models make virtual intercourse feel real. As its camming site CamSoda calls itself a virtual strip club, now new integrations with VR, connected toys and sex dolls will take users into the back room to do it without doing it. So basically, it's you got a what do you call it? A cam model, right? Girl, they just be on the webcam and not toying themselves off. Basically, they'll be doing what they're doing, and then later on, but basically at the same time, the guy will have a robot or something to basically feel what do you call it? Feel what she's doing. If you see what I'm saying, it's based on real sci-fi. She even says the big idea might sound like something straight out of sci-fi, but here it is. Watch a private one-on-one feed in virtual reality as you have sex with a tailored dildonic sex doll that transmits your tactile data to the model's matching vibrator and vice versa. That says it's virtual sex and both parties will feel it. Now I'll basically go into that because when I shared this, right, the argument, and they were like, yo, ooh, at first like, oh, yo, what the fuck, man, right? And then which was the elder was like, look, we basically like, so how are you gonna basically deal with women in this kingdom? Bro, elder was like, well, basically Esau's idea is that you don't. My Esau's idea that it's all robotics, and then I basically come across this article as well as this one. I think this one is from today, right? It says another one says VR porn, having sex with your favorite adult film star anytime you want is now a reality, right? But it may be something similar. But it says GMSUKTruth. In fact, no, it's a different one. So this were these guys. This is Cam Soda, and this is Kama Sutra VR showcased the game at this year's Adult Entertainment Expo in Las Vegas Wednesday. The game allows users to immerse themselves in sexual scenarios incorporating digital replicas of real-life porn actors. Right? The LA-based company says that it has created digital versions of hundreds of porn stars using technology similar to that to the motion capture techniques used in Hollywood blockbusters. you know, oh man, see, until a reboot to us part Japanese guys are marrying VR brides. I mean, but what the fuck is going on in this kingdom, man? Right, this is Genesis 2:24 says, then therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. Because that's the way that it was designed, that a man and a woman would get together, right, and have children. Right, scriptures say, be fruitful and multiply. That's what the Lord intended. But he was flipped all of this upside down. He's now you've got more than two genders apparently, which is untrue, right? It says Isaiah 29 and 16 says, surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed of the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding? Right? Basically, East was going around making it look like, look, man, I'm the one setting the rules here. Right? The man and woman, nah, man and robot, woman and robot. Right? This is Matthew 24:22 says, except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened, right? Because as this guy here, this common guy, pointed out, subtle depopulation. That's what's on Esau's mind, and if the Lord don't come back, right, then there will be no flesh to be saved. All the points this geezer brought out was valid. You know, basically you can't interact with women anymore. What happens? Men stop talking to women. Right, you have feminism on the rise. Feminism is crazy. So what do you end up with that? Men going their own way. And then now you've got these fucking sex robots, right? And then now men are like, look, I don't even need to deal with the stress of a woman. So basically, what does that mean? Now, basically, you have the Superman films where they basically had Genesis chambers and shit. Right, it's just wickedness, man. He's trying to do away with sex now. So what the fuck? Why are you gonna go and do that you know? But yeah, that law's already been edified. I'll say shalom.